for secret communications, what we can have is either having a special encoding algorithm, and then on the other side we have a decoder. The other way that we can do it is to have the same well-known encoding algorithm and decoding one, and we have a secret key. So in this case we'll look at how Bob can use an encoder to encode the text into a ciphertext, and then how Alice can use the decoder to get this back again. So a standard coding method is the Caesar code, where the alphabet is shifted a number of letters by a number of letters. So you can see in this case we've moved the alphabet by 2 letters. So in this case an R is actually a T, and F is an H, and a C is an E. So we've got the word the. The problem with the Caesar code is that there's only 25 different mappings for it. So if we have a look at the program, so we go to coding and then Caesar code. So we'll try some text, shift it by 1, shift it by 2, shift it by 3, and so on. Okay, so the code we get is RFC. So let's see if we can find that code, and there we are, there we have here. So we can see the alphabet has been moved by 2 positions, and this is the coding for it. So a much stronger code is to scramble the alphabet up, and in this case we have 4 times 10 to the 26 different codes. And in this case we can see we have an A translates to an M, and so on. So in this case a Q, if we look for it in here, relates to a T. A B relates to an H, a C relates to an I, and a T relates to an S. Okay, so we have our message here. The way that we can defeat this type of code is to use a frequency analysis, because the probabilities of the letters in the plaintext actually varies depending on the letter. So E is the most common, and often Z is the least common letter, and we have these probabilities. Okay, so let's have a look at some frequency analysis. So what we'll do is we'll scramble up some text. So let's say we go for this one. So we'll generate a mapping. So A now becomes T, B becomes P, and so on. So a T becomes a C, an H becomes an R, and so on. So what we'll do is we'll do a frequency analysis on this. So the key one to look at is Y here. So hopefully when we do our frequency analysis, Y will come out the most popular letter. And we just order that, and we can see here that Y is the most popular. So it looks like the coding here is that an E is most likely a Y. If we have a look to see what we've done, then an E is a Y. For the next one, then the next most popular one is a C, which could relate to a T. So a T becomes a C, so we got that one correct too. So in this way, a highly secure code such as scrambled alphabet can actually be cracked by looking at the occurrences of the letters within inside the code.